wardrobe's getting a bit full.
The holimono, the Japanese style of tattooing that surely must be the ultimate form of branding, covering the entire torso with detailed markings of flowers, water legends and dragons. It hides a dark history.
In the past, an Ilizumi tattoo of circles on your arm meant that you were a criminal and that the general public would avoid you. In order to avoid that, they sometimes carved the holimono over the Ilizumi tattoo. In order to have the holimono tattoo, it had to be done by experts, but this was usually too expensive. Today, if you want to be tattooed all over the body, it costs around £15,000. Tattoos are extremely painful, so painful that people may faint. To have the holimono, you have to accept that there will be pain. The firefighters were the first in Japanese history to get the holimono tattoo. It branded their heroism. At the scene of a fire, you don't know when you might lose your life. In other words, it's very tense.
In modern Japan, the holimono tattoo is more ambiguous. As well as being a symbol of fear, it's also a badge of courage for skilled workers such as firemen. The holimono is usually associated with the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza.
My first encounter with the tattoo was when I was at primary school. I was probably 10 years old or so. At that time, it looked really cool. The Yakuza have them. In Japan, whether you are Yakuza or an ordinary skilled worker, courageous, heroic images are chosen, just as it has always been. Images with forceful power and vigor are usually favored.
The tattooing needle goes 3 times deeper than the Western equivalent. As a result, Master Bonten only lets his clients endure 2 hours of tattooing a week.
The person's stamina and fitness is also important. He actually has to endure the pain, and that means stress, and sometimes it can damage the liver. Because Japanese tattoos are big and you can go on forever, some people take 3 years, and some 4 years. In the Japanese style of tattooing, flowers like the cherry blossom and water legends like the Suiko Den, which came from China, are associated with certain characters. So we have certain patterns where living creatures like dragons, serpents, and koi carp are surrounded by particular flowers. Each holimono design is chosen by an individual based on their personality.
Each of these men have experienced in excess of 300 hours of solid pain at a combined cost of £50,000.
If you say tattoo, you straight away think of the Chinese lion and peony. I had those on my mind already. So when I met the master, I asked him for them. That was my own request. I already had them on my back, Chinese lion and peony, so that's why I had them done.
The holimono tattoo is frowned upon by mainstream Japanese society. They can be denied work and even barred from public baths. These men have pride in their holimono tattoos, a form of branding that is with them for life. Culture jamming is a movement that evolved in America in reaction to the level of corporate imagery pumped out by the mass media. The term itself was coined by a San Francisco band, Negative Land, in the mid-80s.
Every ad on TV is an